I mean, you got hermeneutics, you got exegesis, and you got eschatology. I mean, these Bible terms, man, they get pretty crazy. Hey, Jim Schultz here for F Cubed and livefcubed.com, man. We are talking deadlifts, dollars, and the divine, baby. I mean, we were trying to speak some truth into each one of the F's inside the cube. And man, I am super pumped for this piece that I have ready to go for you guys here today. It might be a faith-only segment or a faith-only piece of content, but make sure you stay tuned till the end because I have a special bonus ready to go for you guys that is fitness and finance. And hey, if this is your first time to the channel, fitness, finance, faith, we've got content coming out in all three F's, so please consider subscribing. So like I said, today, we're going all faith, man. And, you know, let me just be upfront and honest with you guys. When it comes to faith, I'm just a regular dude. Like, I am just a normal guy who loves Jesus. Fitness, finance, I mean, you know, my experience, my education, my expertise, I would like to think I've built up a little street cred. But when it comes to faith, I have no formal training. I am just one regular dude who loves the Lord. Still, I am really confident that God can take this video and do a good work. So today's piece is all about Bible terms or biblical terms. I mean, I have found in my own personal study of Scripture that if you really take the time to understand the word origins and meanings, it can really bring the text to life. And it can really give you a much better understanding of what's happening at the time. So on that note, today we're going to offer up a little Matthew 5:5. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. So there you go, man. The meek shall inherit the earth. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when I read through those Beatitudes in Matthew, specifically this one, it doesn't exactly set my faith on fire. I mean, I read that, and I'm like, well, I guess I've got to just let the world walk all over me. I guess I've got to just be, you know, weak and unassuming and just get trampled on. Because, I mean, that's what Scripture says. But if we actually take the time to dive into what's actually being said there, we actually learn that that is not the case at all. If we actually dive into the etymology of the words here, we learn that the original Greek word is praeus, which I am 100% sure I am completely butchering. But nevertheless, praeus, P-R-A-U-S. And another context in which this word was oftentimes used at that time was to refer to a war horse that was working humbly to restrain all of its strength and all of its skill to obey its master's guidance. So it's not meek in the way that we might interpret the word meek in today's society. It is a restrained strength, not just pure weakness. Not to mention, if that's not enough for you, if you're still wondering, hey, what does meek mean in the Bible? Let's remember that in Matthew 11:29, Jesus referred to himself as meek. And I'll tell you what, man, you can never go wrong listening to the man himself. Because anytime we can assume characteristics in our own lives that Jesus assumed in his own life, that is going to be a very good thing. So there you go, man. I mean, it's not exactly a Gospel of Matthew explained. I mean, we just barely scratched the surface. It's not necessarily a full answer to the question, you know, what are the Beatitudes? We'll loop back around to that at some point in the future. But my hope is that this was at least a little bit encouraging for you guys out there. And maybe you've struggled with that word meek in the biblical text, and I hope that this really helped. Hey, speaking of encouragement, right now, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, you guys can download below this video in the links The Mystery Behind Motivation. A little ebook that I put together that is designed to motivate you or inspire you in fitness and finance. Now, truth be told, it is not really a direct faith piece, but you can bet your bottom dollar there are some Jesus sprinkles throughout the text. but hopefully it will help you find that fire within, whether it be for dollars or deadlifts or the divine. So as always, man, I appreciate you guys. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.